Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Farm Down NFL podcast with me, Jim, Finn, Denver Day, Punk Radio, and special guest Hannah. We're talking about the NFL, boys and girl. How are we doing?
Very
Not
good.
great after that start. Shocking.
I
What's
don't know. I think last week's host was an intro was much better than that one. At least we had some gusto and a bit of pride in it. But
Yeah.
Hey everyone, we're here to do the picks for week 5. And we
This is
have
better.
Hannah to do the picks for us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Finn, for hosting last week in my absence.
That's right.
Was not
I've
in
heard
court, obviously.
I've heard I did a better job, but I thought I'd pass you back the baton because
I keep telling you this, mate. I'm not training my partner, I'm training my replacement. We're men in black in this thing, mate, I tell you. You're going to eventually take over, so I'm fine with it. I'll go work in the post office somewhere. Enough of that, that timeline of Men in Black. Boys and Hannah, we need to go through the picks for week 5. Before we do that, we're going to look through the wrong uns from week 4, because that's always quite fun for Hannah to see what happened last week. There was only one game where all of us got it wrong, and that was the Steelers against the Colts. We all picked the Steelers, and unfortunately the Colts fluked to win, so we didn't get a pick for that. Thank you very much,
Don't
Connor,
mind
for
that.
coming and do the picks last week as well, mate. There were 2 games where 4 of us got it wrong. 4 of us thought the Jets would beat the Broncos. Only Dave went out on a limb and picked Denver.
I mean,
You can't call that a win, to be honest.
You
but,
could say it's got it right, but whatever.
that's up to you.
predicted
and
the
also-
weather. That's what we call it.
The other game where 4 of you got it wrong was the Rams versus Bears. Only I picked the Bears, and I doubled down on those Bears
Went out
because I knew what was going to happen. So
Oh, yeah.
very happy with that. That was a 2-point swing my way. There were 2 games where 3 of us got it wrong. The Commanders versus the Cardinals. Punk, Dave, and Connor thought the Cardinals would win. Connor even doubled down on the Cardinals. That did not work out. And the Dolphins versus the Titans. Me, Finn, and Connor thought the Dolphins might just scrape that. Didn't work out on that one. So Dave and Punk get the points there. 3 games where 2 of us got it wrong. Seahawks, Lions. Me and Finn were on the Seahawks train. Back and forth game, very good, but the Lions got the wet one. And the Vikings, Packers. Well, I shouldn't have picked the Packers for a change, but I did. Connor also picked the Packers, so we got that wrong. Punk, you doubled down on the Vikings for that win, so 2 points there. And the Ravens, Bills. Punk, you lost a point because the Ravens beat the Bills. Connor again also picked the Bills. No points from there. And then we got quite a few island games here. So I thought the Panthers might just scrape the Bungles. That didn't quite work out. Dave, you thought the Eagles would beat the Bucks and the Saints would beat the Falcons. So there's 2 island games you got wrong.
Yeah, I'm
and
an
then-
idiot. Don't listen to me.
Dave had a lot of islands last.
Yeah. And then Connor thought the Giants might be I didn't think the Cowboys would lose to the Giants, but he's a Giants fan, so he couldn't do it. Had to pick the Giants. That didn't work out. And he also went out on a limb saying the Chargers might beat the Chiefs. But that also didn't happen, as we know. So that means that Punk, Dave, and Finn went 12-5 with their double downs as well.
I'll take that.
I went
Decent.
11-6 with my double down, and Connor for the people went 7-9. So the golf increases. Unfortunately, Hannah, for you to come in and do some work for the people. Now you went 9-7
16
in
out
week
of
1.
16 week, Hannah.
You went 9-7 in week 1 when you were picking for us. You picked the Bills over the Dolphins in an island game, and you picked the Raiders over the Ravens. So there were 2 outstanding picks you got there in week 1.
I think I remember messaging you like something else was going badly, but I messaged you like, didn't both my island picks come in though?
Yes.
So I was great. I was living on that high for a
Mhm.
little bit.
Mm-hmm. So we've got 14 games to do this weekend because it's the first of the bye weeks. So 4 teams will be sitting it out. We're going to start with the Thursday night game, and that is the NFC South matchup of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. So Hannah, as our established guest, please kick us off. Who are you going for?
To no one's surprise, shake and bake,
Mm.
Buccaneers.
But you,
Done.
but you equally love Baker Mayfield as much as Kirk Cousins. So
Yeah, but I hate the Falcons.
Yeah.
My hate
We
for
know
the
this.
Falcons.
You've got the New York hate also radiates out to the Georgia area.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Wow.
paying attention. She
It's-
hates everyone. I'm
I
sorry.
well, yeah, a
Hannah is our
lot.
resident hatist.
That is, do you know what? It's probably the first time that's ever been said about me, considering I
In the
Spend-
NFL,
consider I spend most of my time on this podcast being like, but I love him. Like,
That's true.
Unless you're
very
a
true.
Falcon.
I don't
or
think
a
that
Jet.
is true. Majority, I mean, you spend most of your time talking about people you like, but most actual teams and players, I get the feeling that you actually despise.
We'll get into that on another podcast, I think. But
Yeah,
we're
that's,
going to
that's
move
a whole
on.
nother day.
Ben, how about you then, buddy?
I'm also going for the Bucks. I
Mhm.
think the Falcons got quite fortuitous last week, and the Bucks will be on a high after their win as well.
Okay. Punk?
Fortune favors the brave. It's a short week.
Mm,
Atlanta are at home.
mm.
And I think there's more to come from that offense, especially as Cole Pitts got a big fat duck egg in fantasy for me last week. So I'm
You're
going
still
with the
playing
Falcons.
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'd rather play him than Fryermuth, so.
Ooh, well,
Bad
he got a
move.
touchdown at the weekend, so
Yeah, I know he did.
that's why you're
Still won like that. It's fine.
bad timing on that joke. Carry
Yeah,
on.
just Falcons for me, thank you.
Okay, Dave.
I'm yet to see enough from Atlanta, so I'll go for Tampa.
Okay, so that means it's
And
an
because
island
I love-
game for Punk
Because I love
Raider.
Baker Mayfield, obviously.
Finally,
you do
you've
kind of.
admitted it, Dave. Finally.
It's an island game for Punk. We're going to start off with an island game. All four of us have picked the Buccaneers there. On to Sunday, and the first game is actually in London, England. And that is the New York Jets at, in inverted commas, the Minnesota Vikings, White Hart Lane. So, Dave.
Is anyone going, first of all?
First of all, it's not White Hart Lane. It's Tottenham
It's
Hotspur
Tottenham Hotspur
Stadium.
Stadium.
Or whatever the hell it's
It
called
hasn't been
now, who
White Hart
cares?
Lane in a very long time.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah,
I stick with Jim on this one. It's White Hart
it's like
Bloody
the
Lane.
Washington Football Club. It's like it's the
Yeah.
ground of Tottenham.
Is anyone going to this game?
We aren't. I don't have ticket. I have the Wembley ticket, so
It's
I'm
a
going to Wembley.
thoroughly uninspiring fixture, isn't it?
Just not want to see the
I'm
Vikings.
actually in
I think when
America.
it was announced, it was uninspiring. I think with what the Vikings have been doing since, it might be quite interesting.
No, I just don't think it's going to be a close game. I just think it's going to be one of the London blowouts that we see. I think Vikings are going to win by over 100 points. It's insane.
Well, I hope
I don't
for our
think it's
Jets
too
fans that's not true.
I don't think
but-
they're too close. I don't think they're even close, this team. So yeah, I'll go Vikings. And if you'll allow me to,
No.
I will use my double down.
Is
This is not
anyone going to allow
available.
this?
What's
Is anyone
wrong
going
with
to allow
that?
the Vikings to be a double down option?
You just said they're going to win by over 100,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
and then you think you're allowed.
That's why.
It-
That's why I
It
thought
feels
I'd
like a
throw it.
borderline one at
Do
best.
you know what? If anyone picks the Jets, then I might allow it. But if we have a sweep,
All right, anyone
here-
picking the Jets?
Hang on,
It's
I'm
not,
just trying to work out what the
obviously.
weather is on Sunday.
what the
It's
weather
shit.
is.
The weather's garbage because I'm doing my roof on Saturday because it's raining on Sunday.
What are
Little
you
bit of
doing
extra
your roof?
information you might not need there.
Prepared.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Vikings like to play indoors.
Yeah.
Coming outdoors.
We know how
it's
good the Jets are in the rain.
Yeah, we
know
saw
how
that.
good the
last
Jets are in the rain. They can at least get 9 points.
week.
Don't know. Tricky one. No, I'm going to go Viking.
All right, it's a sweep then. So no, you
Rubbish.
can't have that as your double down, Dave.
Ah, you
because
can
we're
see why I
sweeping
wanted
the
to do it.
Vikings. Yeah, I can see why you wanted to do it. Yeah,
Mm.
but that is not allowed. We're vetoing that. So we're going to move on to the 6 o'clock slate. That's going to start with a massive matchup of the Carolina Panthers at the Chicago Bears. Punk, talk to me about this game.
Good God, do I have to? Um,
Someone has to.
Okay, well, no, Carolina, to be fair to them, have looked a lot better since Dalton started
Mhm.
playing quarterback for them. Chuba Hubbard's getting going. There's stuff happening. However, I think that Chicago defense wins this game for them. I can't see. Yeah, Caleb's putting up enough points that defense will be able to defend it. So yeah, I can't see anything other than a home win for Chicago.
Excellent. In Illinois as well. Hannah,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think the Bears, purely on the defense stuff, although watching Chuba Hubbard stack up on my fantasy has been a joy to behold.
mhm.
I just think the Bears D are gonna be the true victors.
Awesome. Finn?
I agree. I think as Punk said, the Panthers do look a different side with Dalton, but I can't look past the Bears on this one.
Any dissenting opinion there, Dave?
Yes, I think it will be an extremely close game, but I have to go with the home team on this one. If the fixture was reversed and Carolina are at home, I'd be going for Carolina.
Ooh. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it shouldn't be as much of a blowout as you think it is, but I think the
No,
Bears
no,
have
no.
been steadily improving.
I think it's going to be a one-score game. I think it's probably going to be a
I
field
wasn't
goal
talking about
game.
you. I was talking about everyone else, Dave. I was agreeing with you that it was going to be
Oh, okay.
close. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the Bears have been improving on offense as well.
I mean,
So
to
that's
be
good
fair,
see.
both Hannah and I have given the Panthers some flowers in our estimations on this game. It's just we don't think they're going to be good enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But do you know what? I think it's probably going to be a really good game. Which if I'd have said that 2 weeks ago, I feel like everyone would have laughed at me. But
Yeah.
Well, no,
like I think
you know when like you know when like it's the Cricket World Cup and you're watching Bermuda versus Namibia or something like that, and it's just really entertaining because of how bad it was. That's what it would have been if this game was played in week 1.
You're really
Yeah.
Now
clutching
it's
at
It's a
it's
straws
cricket
here.
analogy for a while.
yeah, I've not had one of those.
Got to
But
bring them all
you
out.
see what I mean though? It's like it's genuinely would have been bad, but I think this will be a good game
Good,
rather
bad
than
yeah,
yeah, you know what I mean.
it'll be
Yeah.
a good football game, not just a good spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the AFC North matchup of the Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. So, Dave, carry on. Who are you going for?
Baltimore, because they're a much, much better football team
Okay.
and all-round nice guys. I think we can all agree.
Wow. Finn.
I am also going for the Ravens. I think they're a better side, and the Bengals just haven't got going yet this season.
Hannah.
So when I was looking at these picks originally, I had Baltimore, but
Mhm.
now I'm seeing that it's Cincy at home
Yeah.
and they're off the back of their first win.
Against the Panthers.
I'm gonna say Bengals. I'm gonna change my own mind. I'm gonna say Bengals.
Okay. Well, someone can do that. Punk, are you going to do that?
I kind of agree with Hannah. I think everyone's assuming that the Ravens are going to walk in there and win this quite comfortably. I'm not sure that's the case. Like Hannah said, the Bengals will have that feel-good factor of getting their first win. In theory, they're only one game behind the Ravens anyway.
Yeah.
They are at home. They can score points. I'm just concerned about their run defense. So I'm going to eke to the side of Baltimore still. But I do think this is a close divisional smash them in the mouth game.
That makes it an island pick then for Hannah, because I've also gone for the Ravens.
Well, good luck Cincinnati winning then, because that's kind of what I do. You're welcome, Bengals.
The Bungles just about beat the Panthers, but this Ravens team ain't the Panthers, so I'm expecting them to cause some difficulties. As well, there's too many injuries on that defensive line for Cincinnati for me to be confident they can actually stop the run. So that's why I picked Baltimore. Didn't want to, but I had to. Next up, it's AFC East time. The Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots.
Oh, great heavens!
Strap in for this one, Punk.
I have flip-flopped on this game about 3 times already. Miami, in theory, are decent. New England have proven they've got a bit of a defense and can, stick around a little bit, I suppose, with teams. It's really not going to be pretty, though. I just don't like it. I'm going to go New England.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I one more week of practice with Huntley in that backfield. I think Miami might start looking better. But I don't know. I'm just going to go New England. Feels like a safer pick.
Finn.
Yeah, I'm the same. I was flip-flopping on this one a lot. And through no real reasoning, so don't ask me to dive any deeper. I've ended up going with Miami.
Okay. Well, Tua might be back. He's cleared to play, so he may actually.
But even
suit
if
up.
he does,
Being
he'll
cleared to
he'll
play
get
and actually
concussed again
playing
and
is
he'll be
very
out again.
different.
Yeah, please wrap that baby in cotton wool. That's not someone's got to stop that, surely.
Wear a Guardian cap at least. Jesus. Dave.
So if we look at yards per game, Miami have got the 6th best defense, and if we look at offensive yards per game, the Patriots are stone dead last. So I don't care who's playing quarterback for Miami. I'm still going for them because I don't think New England's newness from the beginning of the season and they're better than we thoughtness has worn off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they are what we I'm just making up words now, but they're exactly what we thought that they were.
All right,
Um,
lovey.
Yeah, and I don't see any way in which they can march down the field and score enough. I just don't see it.
Okay. And Hannah?
I am also going with the Dolphins.
Oh.
For similar reason to why I picked quite a lot of them. I hate the Patriots.
Well, that's
Dave, you're
fine.
right.
That's standard.
None of us like the
Shock.
Patriots here. Not even Patriots fans really like the Patriots either. But
Yeah, but also I just think I just think irrelevant of the damage that is being done to the Dolphins. I think again they're a more confident team when it comes to defense, and I think they got something to prove. They got bees in their bonnets, and that's what I'm going for.
okay. Now I could be very funny and also pick the Dolphins and switch my pick, but I'm not going to leave Punk on an island here. I'm actually going to go for the Patriots. Home team, Dolphins looking in an absolute shambles at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to take a punt with a terrible game. Terrible game.
So that's
I'm gonna go for
just
the
me and
Patriots.
Hannah that have got Miami then.
No, it's three of you because Finn's also gone for the
I've
Dolphins.
gone
Oh, have
Miami
you?
as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that.
I denied an island pick there for Punk. So then we've got the Cleveland Browns at the Washington Commanders. Dave.
Washington. Everyone who has half a brain should pick Washington.
Well, we never know.
I think
Hannah?
we do.
Yeah, Washington.
Finn
Washington.
and Punk.
Come on, be brave.
Washington.
There we go.
Okay, we have.
Come on,
got a
Jim.
sweep
Come on,
there.
Jim.
You
Pick
think
the
I'm picking the
Browns.
Browns? Not in this lifetime. So on to the AFC South matchup of the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dave.
You're asking me again.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Who cares?
Colts. I
I'll get around
think.
all of you. Don't worry.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I think the Jags are rubbish. So yeah, Colts.
Okay, Hannah.
Yeah, Colts, because Trevor Lawrence is a great quarterback. Wow.
He's got
Shots
nice hair.
fired.
Does he? Yeah, no, Colts definitely, just purely because the Jaguars are.
Okay.
Valid.
Joe Flacco versus Trevor Lawrence. Is
Yep.
that a matchup I did not
Well-
want to see this season?
Might be Irish.
Flacco's all right.
Yeah, no, Flacco's fine, to be fair. Yeah, no, I'm going Colts. I can't make a case to the Jags at the minute. They're dreadful.
Finn.
Colts. Can I double down?
No.
All right, fine.
Yeah, you can. We
Any
can double down.
bollocks.
There we go.
So
I'll
it's a
double,
2
I'll
and 2
double down
versus
then.
an 0-4 team.
Yeah.
Commissioner
It's only been
spoken.
4 games.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Let me
I'm not
apart
sure you can
Vikings then.
double down on that if you can't double down on the
Oh,
Vikings.
right, you can't double down. If it's, I was going to be
I'll give
lenient.
Thank
give
you.
Dave the Vikings. It's fine. Give Dave the Vikings.
I
We're
like,
not
see,
giving the
he
Vikings.
speaks sense. I like this young
I've got a
man.
funny feeling Dave and I are on the same game.
I'm not sure we are.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go out on an island here and I'm going to pick the Jags to win this game.
Why do you
Um,
hate yourself, Jem?
No more than
Jags-
we already do.
Jags are due a win, and the Colts got very lucky last week, so I'm going to pick the Jags just to get a surprise win at home. It's about time they got one. So yeah, it's an island game for me. Then we've got the Houston Texans at the Buffalo Bills. Hannah.
Just hope they all have a really nice day.
Yeah.
Can I
I-
just ask, are you sure it's not the Buffalo Bills at the Houston Texans?
It's definitely
Did I
in
say that?
Texas.
It
Did I
definitely
say it the
looks
wrong way
like it's in Texas to me.
You did.
Apologies. It is the Bills at the
Oh.
Texans. I did mean to say that. Thought I had. It's been a long day.
I don't know. Bills.
But, okay, well, it's a confident pick, so I'm going to go for that. Dave.
Heads, Buffalo, tails,
Oh, like that, is it?
Houston.
Oh,
It feels like
Houston.
that kind of game.
I
Okay.
genuinely can't make up my mind, so I've just flicked a 10 pence piece.
It's
I'm
literally
going Houston.
who turns up on the day. Like they both have the ability to do really good, but they've both also had
That's
shockers.
That's the thing. If Buffalo win by 15, you go, cool, Buffalo did well on that day. Houston could equally do the same, or it could be a squidgy bum, last minute field goal. I literally haven't got a clue. Do
Finn, have you got a clue?
No.
you want me to flick a coin for you?
I've gone with Bills. I think it'll be close, but I can't give you any more as to why. It's just a gut feeling.
So Punk, how about you? My learned friend.
I am a little bit worried about the Buffalo Bills defense and the amount of injuries they're stacking up. I don't think the Texans are playing at a massively high level yet. I think they've squeaked a couple of games. They look very ordinary against the Vikings. However, I am going to take them to win this. I do wonder if Buffalo is going to hit a little bit of a skid for a couple of games just while they've got those injuries, and then as players come back, they'll pick up again. So I'm going Texans.
I agree that Houston haven't been stellar all season, but they've still shown moments of absolute brilliance this season.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And they're not a bad football team. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying they haven't produced like they did last season as yet. But, we'll see. Maybe this is the game they need.
One thing that's going to decide it for me is Laramie Tunsil, whether he's out. And I'm just checking the out list, and he is showing as questionable. So,
as will everyone at this time.
Yes, it's because he left the game last week, and they looked a different team when he was out because he's possibly the second best tackle in the league.
He's very good. I'm also going for the Texans over the Bills. I think it's the first big home challenge for the Texans. Whereas the Bills have kind of skated through the first few weeks and then got smashed when the Ravens turned up. So, yeah, it's a 3-2 split. Texans over Bills. Finn and Hannah on the Bills train there. So, on to the 9:05 games. I'm going to start in the AFC West. The Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. Finn.
I think that the Raiders defense will be able to easily handle Bo Nix, therefore Raiders.
Okay. Hannah?
Yes. I also think the Raiders.
Okay. Dave, I better come to you next because it's turned to a landslide here.
I think the Broncos defense will easily handle whichever second-rate quarterback the Raiders are playing this week.
Yep.
Broncos have got the second best in terms of yards per game. They're second best in the NFL at the moment. So our defensive front is doing really, really well. I hope it continues. So yeah, go Denver.
Broncos. Got that. Okay. Punk.
I believe this game has the biggest chance of finishing 3-0 than any other game this season.
Denver
What a 3-0 it will be.
You are all absolutely correct. Both defenses come to play. None of the offenses can do anything. So this could be it probably end up 38-41 now I've said that, but
on defensive scores only. Yeah
exactly.
Nothing but safety.
Only pick sixes.
Nothing but safeties, interceptions, and fumble recoveries. No, I'm for obvious reasons picking the Raiders.
Obvious reasons. Okay.
Well, yes, they're not the Broncos.
Jim, do me a favor.
Talent point of view.
Can you pick the Raiders? Then I'm on an island game, and I always do well when I pick the Broncos on an island game.
Well, just because of that, Dave, I'm picking the Broncos.
Ah, smug bastard.
I was picking them anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have been on the island. I would have done it.
I'm assuming Devontae Adams isn't playing.
Hang on. What's that? Oh, that's a double down alert.
Double down.
I will take the Raiders on a double down as well.
Oh. Hang on. I'm just checking the bylaws here. We're not allowed to pick our own team, are we?
Of course you're allowed to pick your own
We
team.
can pick our own team.
Yeah, of course you can.
All right, I'll allow it then.
I mean, I've got like multiple teams.
I was under the impression.
If we enforce that, I'm scuppered.
I was under the impression we couldn't pick our own team. But there we
No.
You can't pick your own team when you're a massive favourite. But...
So you can always pick your
it's
own
not
team,
something
then.
I have to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
When my team's a
You two are
massive
fine.
favourite.
Okay. All right.
Go
so
on then. I'll double down on the Broncos. Why not?
Double down.
Oh,
He's
go
baited
on.
me
Cool down
again.
I
face
like
off.
it.
Well
Why
done.
not?
Go
Oh
on.
It's
no!
good content.
I feel so bad about my pick now that you've doubled down on it, Dave. 'cause I
Go on,
don't
Jim.
wanna-
Double down again. Double
don't
down
wanna
again.
ride your train. The other 9:05 game is in the NFC West. It is the Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. So I won't talk to those two for a little bit. Punk.
Yeah, Arizona. I don't quite know what to make of them at the minute. They play very nicely on offense and they play some pretty good defense, but they just seem to leak a lot of points.
Yeah.
The 49ers seem to be fairly steady, but then they haven't really played anyone to give them a proper game. I think this could be interesting. I think it could be quite close. I am going to side with the 49ers, though. Sorry, Finn.
Well, they don't like either of them, so it's fine.
I know, but
Dave,
the
as
49ers
the
have got
other,
the better record, haven't they? So
they do. As the other slightly impartial person,
I got a feeling, so I'm going to go Arizona.
right?
Can't really say. I've not been impressed at all this season with 49ers. I think they're failing to deceive, flattering to deceive.
Yeah.
So I'm not overly sure. They're wearing all red this week as well, which I quite like.
And you love Kyler Murray. It's fine. Just admit
And
it.
I love Kyler Murray.
You can pick with your heart, Dave.
But I also like Brock Purdy as well.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've got a feeling. No more than that. It's got a feeling.
Well, when I was looking at the games, I mean, the Niners are 2-2, but they beat the Jets and the Patriots, and they lost to the Vikings and the Rams. So anytime they've come up against a half-decent team, they've struggled. So I'm picking the Cardinals as well.
I was wrong, by the way. They're wearing ice white this week. It's the away game. They're wearing red.
Even nicer, though.
It is nice.
I'm
I like that. I
taking
like
the
the black.
Cards.
The black
In
one
the
that they've
ice
got,
white.
all full black.
I always worry that someone's going to shart when they're wearing a white uniform.
It is the most dangerous of all kits. You're right.
High risk.
It's a
Let's-
daily worry for me. Whatever.
Let's go
colour
to
I'm
Finn
wearing.
next then. Finn, who are you picking out of these two?
I'm going to double down on a tie. Thanks very much.
I
I'll allow it.
support that.
Yeah,
I
we'll allow
support that.
There we are. And I think if that happens, I win. Full stop.
You just win the entire league.
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
tell you what. If that happens, I'll give you the win. But your life's over now. You have to let me put you down. At that point, I feel
Can't
like that's a
improve
fair
from that
compromise.
pick.
Yeah.
It's like getting the hole in one in golf. You'll
My
never win
last
the best hit.
action.
Yeah. I'll let Punk
In lieu of that,
explain
Finn,
that to
who
your
you
parents and
actually
say
gonna
it's
pick?
what he would have wanted.
Who am I actually going to pick? I really don't know.
Flip a coin.
Cards.
Okay. I'll
Cards
get one word
because-
answer for me.
It gives us a little bit more breathing room if we win. Because
Hannah,
I
as
think,
the other Seattle
think-
fan, who are you going to go for?
I don't know. And this is weird because this isn't like a hatred one. I know they're rivals.
Mhm.
It's not a hatred one, but I just think the 49ers play an absolute dog shit. And Arizona have been super inconsistent, but slightly better. I have no idea. Brock Purdy, Niners. Done.
Okay. We flipped it around, but we haven't got an island game there. So it's a 3-2 split again. 9:25, we have the Green Bay Packers at the LA Rams. Finn.
Oh, I wonder where I'm going with this one.
Mm.
Packers. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
Hannah,
Packers.
is this purely a Rams hate thing? Let's go.
Not at all. No, absolutely not.
Just
Like
want to check.
85% Rams hate and 15% they're just playing bad football. And they don't have Puka and a few others and
Cooper Cup's out, yeah.
and Cooper and yeah, the Rams.
Okay. Punk.
I don't hate the Rams in the way that these two clearly do.
No.
But they do have a massive amount of injuries, and as Hannah said, are not playing well. So I'm going Packers.
Hey, Dave.
Packers. Don't need to say much
Ooh.
more.
Why not? Every game that Jordan Love's played, he's lost.
Cool story. Got to
Yeah.
change soon.
And the Rams are battle tested. I'm picking the Rams. I'm going on Ireland for that one, and they're at home.
Interesting.
They played 4 tough teams already. This is a really rough start for the schedule for the Rams.
Well, be a
Whereas-
better
Who are
team
they going to
then.
throw to?
They're
Be
going
a better
to throw
football team.
Kyron
And then
Williams.
it'll be fine.
Throw him out the backfield and get more points there. The other 9:25 game is the New York Football Giants at the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I don't want to spend long on this. So, Punk and Dave, have either of you gone for the Giants?
Yet.
No. Okay, so it's a sweep then for the Seahawks.
Yes, thank you.
Then we've got the Sunday night game. It is the Dallas Cowboys at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dave,
Every time I pick Pittsburgh this season so far, I've been wrong.
you picked them.
So I will
Yes.
have the Steelers to win, please. Thank
Oh, you arsehole.
There you go. No, the reason being really is because what I said last week about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are sissies. You hit them in the mouth and go hard at them and they fold. And there's no one in the league who does that better than Pittsburgh because you're filthy. You're like the Leeds United of the NFL.
Ridiculous.
Dirty Steelers. You should be proud of it. It's a contact sport, man.
No. Yeah, well, Punk, your turn.
I absolutely echo every word that Dave said.
My
I
entire
have big
life.
Cowboys,
That's
haven't you?
dangerous.
yeah. I also picked the Steelers for those very reasons that they will just punch Dallas in the mouth. Dallas will fold, and that'll be that.
Okay. Hannah?
Yeah, I'm going to go Steelers and I'm going to double down.
Double down.
I feel that's
Definitely
fair.
Dallas win then.
Never say
And
that.
and Finn.
Yeah, annoyingly, I'm also going for the Steelers.
Annoyingly.
Means
Why
they're
annoyingly?
guaranteed to lose.
Annoyingly, yeah, absolutely. I don't want you to be happy.
Okay, so a clean sweep then for the Steelers. No D-line for the Cowboys team getting run on before that as well. So, yeah, fingers crossed it's a good win at home. I've actually forgotten. I should have doubled down earlier. I forgot to double down on my pick.
Yeah, I've
before.
realised.
I missed it.
I've
I missed
also
my double
not.
down opportunity.
No, you can do it
Well, I can do
retrospectively.
it now,
did
but
last-
I
did
missed my
last
perfect
week.
opportunity. Yeah.
Is it Denver?
No, it's not Denver.
Raiders.
No, it was the Cardinals. I picked the Cardinals
Double
away
down.
to the Rams. Away to the
Oh.
49ers. Way to the
Yeah,
49ers.
you can have that. That's fine.
Thank you. I think they're massive underdogs in that game as well. The Monday night game, it's the New Orleans Saints at the Kansas City Chiefs. So, Hannah, play us out, please. Who are you going for?
I'm going to go for the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Pourquoi?
Because Kansas City shouldn't be 4-0.
No.
They've
I
not
agree
played
with
well
that.
enough to be doing that. I feel like even though, he's a bit of a golden boy, what Mahomes did to Rice last week, I think it's going to have caused some tension because you can't be ripping your players' knees out after throwing an interception. Bonkers. I think they're going to be just a little bit off kilter. And I don't think the Saints are going to be good. I just think they're going to be slightly more together. I know this is rogue, but I'm really mad at the Chiefs right now. So I'm going to go
Okay.
Saints.
Okay, Finn?
I'm going to go for the Chiefs. I agree. I don't think they should be unbeaten this season. But we've seen it time and time before. They just know how to win games when they need to. And I don't think the Saints are going to do enough to topple the Chiefs. I also think the fact that Mahomes has found out that Travis Kelce is still alive and has started throwing the ball to him again is going to help them as well.
You'll have no one else to throw to. Okay, Punk.
The Chiefs are the worst 4-0 team I've seen in a while, probably since the Steelers the other year, or even the Steelers this year, to be honest. Having said that, in this particular game, I have seen Derek Carr go to Arrowhead more times than I would care to mention and completely F it up. So, yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs.
And Dave.
I was going to say, if you're comparing and matching up Patrick Mahomes against Derek Carr. There's only really one winner, so yeah, I'm going to go for New Orleans.
Hey. Okay. Well, I've gone for the Chiefs. Until Mahomes tackles Spags, I think I can't really bet against the Chiefs to lose a game. Not a clear loss anyway. So there we go. The Lions, the Titans, the Eagles, and the Chargers are all taking a rest this week.
Too
On a
early for a
bye.
bye.
It is too early
It
for a
is
bye,
early.
but there we go.
It's very
Thankfully,
early.
none of us are on it.
What was
So
Finn's double down in the end?
Oh, yes.
it was your
Um,
double down, Finn.
I'm going to have the Bills.
Double
You're
down.
going
Gonna
with
Let's
the
have
have
the
it.
Bills.
Strong.
Okay. Yeah. We'll definitely allow that
Yeah.
because you're
Thank you.
on a minority pick there over the Texans. So there we go. Hannah, thank you so much for coming and doing the picks again. It's
Thanks
lovely
for
to have
having
you
me.
on.
I love being here, and good luck, everyone. Made that sound way more ominous than it needed to be. Good luck.
I think we need it after some of the weeks already this
Jesus.
season. to be fair. So thank you, Hannah. We will accept your luck.
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
we
Thank
definitely
you.
need it.
And I'll catch up with you all very soon.
Yeah, we have no
Excellent.
doubt that Finn will go on a Burton soon, so we'll get you in as a stand-in. again.
Yeah. I tend to disappear for about 4 weeks at a time, come back, do a week, and off I go again. So
Yeah,
Probably-
Malaga
probably
season's
next
back
week.
Open again soon.
Elusive.
Yeah.
Make sure you take your laptop on holiday with you.
Yeah, just in case I get the call.
Yeah, you will get the call.
Sorry, and I'm chairing this meeting, but I just need to do some fantasy picks for NFL, so I feel like they'd understand.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much for
Right.
listening, guys. Make sure you check us out on social media and on patreon.com/finaldown where you can sign up to get all of our stuff on there. Until next time, though, I've been Jim, that's been Finn, that's been Hannah, that's been Denver Dave, that's been Punk Raider. Thank you very much for listening.